Hey, Kage back again. Today we're just gonna discuss some topics about games and microtransactions and whatever I can think of. So let's start with microtransactions. I find it fine to have microtransactions in something like free-to-play games where they have to earn money somehow, but I disagree with the fact that the $80 games have like microtransactions that speed up progress of experience or money gain. I don't mind per se microtransactions in terms of cosmetics if it's not exclusively cosmetics earned through the purchase of cosmetics. But something like per se Ubisoft's Assassin's Creed games where you pay the full price of the game and then you still need to pay something like double EXP gain or something like that. That I do not disagree. That I disagree with because in my opinion you should leave games like that off of microtransactions. You pay the full price, it's your single player game. There should not be any type of boost that you can buy with money through microtransactions. That I completely disagree with. And nowadays Ubisoft has been disastrous to say the least. I used to be like EA is the evil company without the microtransactions and whatnot, but it seems like Ubisoft is now taking EA's place. Because recently EA has been coming out with decent games like the Star Wars Jedi Survivors, but Ubisoft has been dishing out Assassin's Creed after Assassin's Creed with nothing but microtransactions in it and broken promises, like with Assassin's Creed, the Viking one. Suddenly forgot the name, but you will know it. They said there would be no microtransactions besides cosmetics, and a month later they introduced boosting gains of EXP cosmetics. I'm not sure if they have removed it or not. Haven't played it, the Valhalla Assassin's Creed. Now I remember the name. But yeah, as I said, I don't know if they removed it, but they introduced the EXP boosts in that one as well, even though they said they wouldn't. As for also news of Assassin's Creed, I heard that Ubisoft cancelled some potentially unique games just to produce some more Assassin's Creed. In general, back to the topic of microtransactions, I think it should generally be left to games that are either free to play or limiting them to something like cosmetic items. Like Battle Pass, I don't mind if there's a Battle Pass for a multiplayer game, but single player games in general should only be DLCs for additional content, and that's it. It is a single player game. You don't need to squeeze out as much money as possible from a singular game like GTA 5 did. I mean, used to be a time where Rockstar came out with good games, but nowadays it seems like their focus is creating one game and then milking it as much as possible. Not saying that they don't come out with good games, like Red Dead Redemption 2 was a good game, but I'm just saying they're too focused on a single game and milking it as much as possible in the form of GTA Online. As but that is all there is about that. Let's talk about indie game scene for a bit. I was excited for a game called Cassette Beasts, and when I acquired it on Switch, it was fun at start, but I quickly encountered game-breaking bugs. First was the bugs of when you just walk, it constantly stutters and lags, and then sudden crashes in battles or even just walking. I personally didn't experience the bug I'm about to mention is the corrupt of the save file, but there was people on Twitter saying that they crashed multiple times and their save file get corrupted. Now I don't usually I'm not harsh on indie scene as a whole, but this company has been something else. The game came out like a month ago, and these are fixes you should make as soon as possible. But whenever somebody asked them about a potential update, at first there was nothing, only that they're working on it. Then they came out with a bit of information saying that there will be an upcoming update, but also didn't mention when. And they only basically responded to people that were positive of their game and some fan art and stuff like that, but not to the ones that had legitimate questions like will the bugs be fixed and how soon to be expected and stuff. And there was this guy who commented like that no Switch game has ever released without any bugs and stuff, that he's only been hearing about broken games at release dates, himself mentioning that he doesn't own a Switch. So I mean, I've had games like Fire Emblem, for example, that have released in a good state, and I've had no issues with those. So I mean, if you don't even own the console, how can you speak of it when you only read stuff online? You know, honestly, that guy's opinion should just be kept to himself, since he doesn't own the console. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Back to Cassette Beast though, about the update situation. Later on, when people asked further after they released the coming soon update, after a week or two, the people were asking, well, is the update gonna fix the issues or gonna come soon? And they only linked those previous statements that the update's coming soon, the post they made a while back. And then the company that handles the Switch port, they said that they're waiting for Nintendo to greenlight. And as at the time of recording, they have promised that the update will come next week. But it's taken them over a month to fix issues that should have been dealt with quickly. Because at the state it currently is, it's unplayable. Why would I need to fear the fact that my save file might be corrupted for playing the game? I might invest like 20 hours in the game and then the save file gets corrupted and all the progress would be lost. That shouldn't be a thing at any game's launch. And if it is, then it should be a priority to fix it instead of dragging it out over a month for a fix. But that's all for today. Just a little rant about gaming. If you liked the video, that's alright. If you didn't, that's also fine. If you've got anything to discuss, we can discuss it in the comment section. Feedback's always appreciated. Till next time, see you guys.